Good evening. Good evening. Oh, thank you. Please remain standing for the territorial acknowledgement, followed by the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, as sung by our very own Imani and Choo Choo Grover. Class of 2022, School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Afterwards, please be seated for the Libration Celebratory by Elizabeth James, Program Associate for the Department of Afro-American and African Studies. The University of Michigan was founded through the Treaty of Fort Meigs in 1817, when the Anishinaabe, the Three Fires Confederacy of the Ojibwa, Ottawa, Potawatomi, along with their neighbors, the Seneca, Delaware, Shawnee, and Wyandot nations, ceded portions of their land so that their children could be educated. Through these words of acknowledgement, their ancestral, traditional, and contemporary ties to this land and the founding of the university are renewed and reaffirmed.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Love you. Love you more. God of joy and hope, we thank you. Your spirit of wisdom has empowered our students' hard work and discipline in such a way that their hunger for learning has been nourished with knowledge, discovery, creativity, and determination. As they prepare for life, let them walk in prayerful gratitude for the many blessings that have made this moment real and filled with great potential. In gratitude, we pray for our families and the many who have sacrificed and worked to see them to this hopeful moment. In gratitude, we pray for the professors and administrators who have challenged, cared, and crafted them on this academic journey. In gratitude, we pray for fellow students who have taught them more about friendship, collaboration, and sharing than they dared imagine. God, even as they have faced challenges and accomplished much, may they understand that their lives move into a new chapter where there will be more challenges to face and more will be demanded of them in order to accomplish great things. May your grace cover their anxieties and fears so that they may stay encouraged about the future. Give them patience and hope to energize their search for work that is just and makes proper use of their gifts. Give them courage to face the challenges of carving out a place in society where we may one day live in peace, service, and joy. Give them strength to resist the temptations of greed, laziness, pride, and envy as we strive to do and be our best. Help them to enliven hope and good things in the world. And may this celebration be a reflection of the blessings that we find in knowing and loving you. For this is the day that God has made. We are glad and rejoice in it. In the name of the ancestors who have joined and crossed over, we say Ashe. Let us remember those who have passed over to join them and ask them to watch over and guide us on our journeys. In the name of Andre Leon Talley, we say Ashe. Ashe. In the name of Tuskegee Airman, Brigadier General Charles McGee, we say Ashe. In the name of musical legends Ronnie Spector and James Mtume, we say Ashe. Ashe. In the name of Patrick Loyola, we say Ashe. Ashe. In the name of civil rights attorney Lonnie Guinier, we say Ashe. In the name of all of our family members and loved ones who we have lost within this past time of COVID, we say Ashe. Ashe. For those who came before us, we say Ashe. Ashe. For those who walk this earth with us now, we say Ashe. Ashe. For those who will follow us, we say Ashe. Wishing all of our graduates the best and brightest as you walk into your destiny. Sending love and light to all of you. Amen.
Hi again. My name is Michelle Easley, and I'm a member of the 2022 Black Celebratory Planning Committee. It's my pleasure to welcome you, administrators, faculty, staff, parents, friends, loved ones, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2022. We would like to welcome you, and with the Planning Committee, please stand. These individuals found time in their busy schedules to plan this great event for you this evening. Please give them another round of applause. The Planning Committee would like to thank you for coming out tonight and thank everyone who's played a major role in lifting each and every one of us. For this and much more, we are eternally grateful. And to the graduating class, please give yourselves a round of applause. Our theme for tonight is RISE, R-I-S-E. RISE the R is for resiliency, I for ingenuity, S for success, and E for education. And when we consider the R, the I, the S, the E, we, the participants of the 29th Annual Black Celebratory, are reminded that we cannot reach our goals without the resiliency and the ingenuity of those who have come before us. And it's through that resiliency and ingenuity that we were able to achieve success in education. So whether you provided continued support, unwavering love, a grind, made great sacrifices, we all continue to rise because of the efforts that you, our parents, our loved ones, the faculty and staff, and anyone that contributed to this today. It's because of you, and for that, we give you a round of applause. So as you witness this occasion today and this milestone in your loved ones' lives, please know that we share this day with you. Please know that our success and our efforts are because of you. And again, we thank you. Tonight, we have the honor of having Dr. Robert Sellers serving as our Master of Ceremonies. Dr. Sellers is Vice Provost for Equity and Inclusion, Chief Diversity Officer, and the Charles D. Mooney Collegiate Professor of Psychology and Education. In this role, Dr. Sellers works with the Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs on matters related to diversity at the university, as well as a broad range of academic issues, including budget, faculty tenure, promotions, student enrollment. He oversees the operations of 3 central administrative units. Dr. Sellers received his Bachelor of Science degree in psychology from Howard University in 1985. His doctorate in personality psychology from the University of Michigan in 1990. After completing his doctoral studies, he became faculty in the Department of Psychology at the University of Virginia for 7 years. In 1997, Dr. Sellers returned to the University of Michigan as a faculty member in the Department of Psychology. Over the years, he has served in numerous roles with the department, including serving as department chair from 2011 to 2014. In addition, he has appointments in both the School of Education and the Institute of Social Research. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Sellers to the podium. Oh.
So good evening, everyone. That's good, but not really what it needs to be. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. That's much better. That's much better. For those of you who have never had the opportunity to be at a University of Michigan Black celeb, let me just tell you, it is a little bit like church. It's a little bit like a party. It's a little bit like a wedding celebration. So those of you who went to the celebration earlier today, the graduation, wonderful, fine, great, but that ain't this. We are going to do as we do. This is a great day, a great moment, a moment that probably many of us had some doubts about whether or not we would get here for. This is a moment where a lot of family, particularly parents and folks that have raised us graduates, are really, really proud, really, really excited, have been looking forward to for a very, very long time. Most of that is to watch you walk across the stage. But a little bit of that is knowing that there won't be another U of M bill that will have to be paid. Hopefully there won't be another phone call for that care package. But we're here in celebration. But before I go on any further, I would also like to make sure that we extend our thanks to all the faculty, staff, and administrators, whether they're on stage or in the audience, for their support and attendance here today. I would also very personally like to thank the Black Celeb Planning Committee, as well as the Office of Academic Multicultural Initiatives, AWAMI, and the AWAMI team for doing the hard work to make this event happen. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of a couple of members of our University of Michigan executive officers who are here this evening. First and foremost, thank you, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Susan M. Collins. Please stand. And you'll hear from Provost Collins in a moment, or later on in the program, I should say. And then next to her is Vice President for Student Life, Martino Harmon. In a moment, I will invite Vice President Harmon to the podium just to share a few remarks and to introduce our two dynamic student speakers. So as Vice President for Student Life, Dr. Martino Harmon leads a division of over 24 units that develop programs and services to support the academic, social, and personal development of our students. Through these programs, he and his team create opportunities for students to define their values, fulfill their potential, and develop meaningful relationships. Now, Dr. Harmon is from Cleveland, so we won't hold that against him. He is relatively new to us. He came to us in the summer of 2020 from Iowa State, where he was in a similar position. So he came in the midst of the pandemic. In other words, this is his first opportunity to participate in Black Celeb. And he's been extremely excited to do so. I was trying to explain to him what this was like. So please don't make me sound like I was over-exaggerating. I want to see that energy, that love, that joy that really defines this evening. So please help and welcome Vice President for Student Life, Dr. Martino Harmon, to the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Sellers, my friend and my brother. Yes, I am excited, beyond excited. I could not wait for this program. I'll have 8 programs, and this one is very, very special. So I say very enthusiastically, greetings to this year's Black Celebratory class, to your families, your friends, and to our faculty and staff and everyone in the audience. Another round of applause. As Vice President for Student Life, one of my roles is to connect students to the communities beyond the classroom. Communities that enable students to achieve a sense of belonging, a pride of achievement, and a state of well-being. I arrived at the University of Michigan, as Dr. Sellers said, in June of 2020, during the early days of the pandemic. I had the daunting challenge, as all of you had, of not only creating a community from which I could navigate my role, but also the challenge of maintaining existing communities and creating new ones throughout an ever-changing, challenging pandemic climate where we had to stay apart from one another safely while still coming together in creative ways. It's against human nature. It's very challenging to do. For many of you, the pandemic was particularly disruptive at the end of your second year. Fortunately, many of you had already established communities and were able to hold on to them, building them, and embracing friends and support systems that allowed you to remain resilient. And like you, I learned that the community is stable, yet fluid, local, yet global, familiar, yet strange. Our two speakers, Mariah Stevens and Timberly Whitus, will demonstrate Dr. Sellers said, this is not your normal program, so that's all right. They will demonstrate the role that community played to help them and their fellow classmates rise and truly achieve resiliency, ingenuity, success, and education. Our first speaker, Mariah Stevens, is graduating from the School of Music, Theater, and Dance with a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Dance. She will be followed by Timberly Whitus, who is graduating with a master's degree from the School of Public Health. So congratulations on your ability to rise, and thank you for the opportunity to be a part of your UM journey. Thank you.
Thank you, VP Harmon. Thank you. Y'all look good. All right. Good evening, friends, family, staff, alumni, and the illustrious class of 2022. Wow, we are here. We did it! Can you believe we're here? We're actually graduating college. We really did it. Just 4 years ago, we were leaving our hometowns as bright-eyed freshmen about to embark on an amazing journey. And now here we are, looking back at ourselves from the other side. From endless office hours, classes, tutoring sessions, from switching majors to learning how to just live on our own. We did it. We are here, sitting in this room together, celebrating each other for making it to this side of the journey. As a class, resiliency, ingenuity were the pillars on which we stood to achieve success in education. Look around. Look at us. There is so much power and meaning behind us as Black scholars sitting together this evening, celebrating each other, graduating from the University of Michigan, one of the top schools in the world. Yes. This was not always possible. It did not always exist. But it is because of the mighty shoulders we stand upon, our ancestors, all those before us. Because of them, we are here, and we have risen. And we are continuing their legacy of Black excellence because of their resiliency. Our mere presence shifts the atmosphere. Yeah. There is impact merely with us being proud of who we are as we walk through the halls, on the diag, and Pierpont, on the physical pavement of the university. We hold impact with every step we take. Our footprints will continue to make imprints and impact for those who will follow. Yes, we've had some struggles, y'all. Yes, we've had some challenges. We're all aware of that. But let's not lose focus on how we continue to rise. Resilient, ingenious, successful, and excellently educated. Our Michigan education in and out of the classroom has prepared us. We are success. Success looks like us. This moment is confirming our success. We have made such a huge milestone getting to this point. However, the journey ain't over yet. It's just the beginning. Look to your right. Say, I would never stop trying. I would never stop trying. Oh, the microphone, Jesus. Y'all got excited. Look to your left. Tell your neighbor, I would never stop moving forward. As we continue to live and enter the adult world, we must never stop growing, never stop learning, never lose the courage and audacity to hope. The road to success is never easy and is honestly a daily journey. It is filled with twists, turns, setbacks, and all types of curveballs. However, when life hits you from left field, My dad always says, winners make positive adjustments. This means sometimes when life is unfair, you have to learn to adjust in the midst of despair. Literally turning a lemon into some lemonade, y'all. There is so much power in our ingenuity, in our ability to be original and inventive, and tapping into the success that's already within us. As a first-generation college student, I am honestly so grateful for this college experience and to have met such an amazing community. The instruction and enlightenment we received here not only increased our knowledge, but molded us to be strong, independent, critical thinkers that take brave action to alter the course of the normative. With compassion and accountability, we will alter the course of change for the better. As we transition, we know we are not alone. As we are graduating with such an amazing people, and we're going to take our community to be a force in the next level. Whether it be back home, grad school, or the workforce, please continue to shine, continue being yourself, and continue to live. Continue to rise. I'm so incredibly proud of each and every one of you, and I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So let me get myself together up here. All right. Good evening, family, friends, staff, alumni, and the participants of the 29th Annual Black Celebratory. We're gathered here this evening for a celebration of who we began our journey here as, a celebration of who we were along the way, but most importantly, a celebration of who we'll be tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the day we've been waiting for. It's the day we wake up to the conclusion of an extraordinary chapter and the beginning of our next, which will require an even bigger obligation to ourselves. To recuperate and recover. To live in what we've accomplished. Because being a Black Wolverine is the exact embodiment of excellence. Black UMich has always been able to rise to the occasion. In my time here, I've noticed, in relating to our theme of rise, our resiliency is unmatched. I arrived for undergrad in June 2015 for summer bridge, and on one hand, I was hurt that my summer was seemingly being taken away, okay? I decided to absorb the opportunities and experiences. And I wasn't sure if I was navigating the road correctly because it was bumpy, you know, like the orange cones around the potholes. Yeah, like driving down State Street. Racial incidents, difficult classes, new friends, joining orgs, failing exams. Yikes, sorry, Mom. And oh yeah, I'm also supposed to have my life figured out by tomorrow. How was I supposed to rise above all of this? The answer was simple. With community, I wasn't alone. And with a praying family and the advice, mentorship, and guidance from my village and my mentors here at UM, I realized that sometimes you have to take the challenge and rise. You can't glamorize the goals and dread the execution. Let me tell it to y'all one more time. You can't glamorize the goals and dread the execution. Sometimes you just must take that challenge and rise. And upon graduating in 2019 and taking a gap year before returning to grad school at the best public health school in the nation, I realized I was right to lean into that excitement. Our resilience has allowed us to connect in different ways with our authentic selves and foster meaningful relationships. And now those people sit here with you. Now those people watch you move on to bigger and better. Getting to this moment today is like really any typical Michigan football season. Many people outside our village actually doubt our ability to succeed because of our historical statistics. But they don't know how resilient we were and that we have come to reclaim what is rightfully ours. Just like in the first quarter of the game, some of us might have gotten excited and celebrated early with a first place score, gotten too excited and then had a shaky second and third quarter with some touchdowns and maybe some turnovers. And in that fourth quarter, well, let's just say you could have choked, but you did not. Some of us needed overtime and even double overtime, but no matter how long it took us to play the game, we endured and we won. Your resilience has been unlike any other. Esteemed graduates, we are here and this is our time. The ingenuity is endless. We have a vending machine in the union with products tailored for black hair. I mean, talk about clever. You've not only survived, but thrived in an environment where conditions were not easily, socially and even academically, and amid an ongoing pandemic. You've done that, and you've done that together, sharing tips, study materials, wisdom, and even some street smarts. You found our way. You found your way. The success is here upon us. We've successfully made it here to this point, and don't let the noise of the haters drown out that shine, because success is no accident. It's perseverance and consistency. It's learning and unlearning. It's sacrifice. While tomorrow is the day we wait for, today is the day that we sit in a room and look to the left and right of us, and we see limitless knowledge and millions of dollars. And yeah, you can walk on campus and see millions of dollars poured into structure, but what you see here this evening is black wealth. And this won't be the last time. And as a now two-time alum, I can tell you the education is never ending. As we walk across this stage and celebrate this high, the hype will subside and will be in this world, a world much like you, Mish. You will be challenged, take risks, lead blindly. You will take that leap of faith, and you might fall. But there's one thing I can tell you about this group of students here tonight, is that we will rise. We'll strengthen our resilience to overcome the inner and outer critic, to push back against the odds, because that's what a black Wolverine does, rise above. We'll continue to grow and teach those around us, and more importantly, we'll learn more about ourselves and our place in this world. And while this may make some of you nervous like myself, tonight is a celebration of stepping into our excellence and embodying our nobility like the queens and kings that we are. It will take patience and commitment, but your soul has the genius to light this world on fire and elevate those around you. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found in playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living." So believe it, and you'll rise to the occasion, because this next chapter of life is yours, and you will rise above. Thank you, and go blue or go home.
Thank you, Mariah. Thank you, Timberly, for those wonderful words of encouragement and inspiration. I think I said earlier that this was going to be like church. Think Revival Week. Next, it is my great pleasure to invite to the stage 2022 Black Celebratory Committee members, Jamila Willis and Emanuela Aaron. They will be coming forward to help present the 2022 Black Celebratory Cornerstones Awards. Founded in 1999, the Cornerstone Award is given annually to members of the University of Michigan faculty and staff to recognize the unique contributions and assistance that these individuals have given to enhance the academic and social progress of African American students at the University of Michigan. This year's Faculty Cornerstone Award recipient is Dr. Rihanna Elise Anderson, who's assistant professor in health behavior and health education in the School of Public Health. Our staff Cornerstone Award recipients for this year are Erica Sanders, who is the director of the Office of Undergraduate Admissions, and Dominique Weston, who is our former assistant director for college access and strategies initiatives for Wolverine Pathways, and is a current site director for SMASH Academy. Would our Cornerstone Award recipients please come forward to receive your awards?
Thank you, Dr. Rihanna Ellis Anderson, for your consistent contribution to the Black student population on campus, your role as a passionate facilitator of Black wellness, and for your investigation of racial discrimination, racial socialization, and childhood psychology. Through your research and clinical services, you are feeding the world a new narrative on Black self-care. Thank you for putting a spotlight on the needs of the Black community, and thank you again, Dr. Rihanna Ellis Anderson, for rising to the occasion. Your work is invaluable to the Black community. I am honored to present to you the 2022 Faculty Cornerstone Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Erica Sanders, for your outstanding commitment to recruiting, admitting, and enrolling Black students. You have been a pathway for, your work has impacted thousands of students across the nation and the world. You have been a pathway for every undergraduate that has attended the University of Michigan for the past 3 decades. Your progression from an undergraduate tour guide to the director of admission is indicative of your ability to rise through resiliency, ingenuity, success, and education, and provide a model for professional excellence for future professionals. As a result of your leadership in selecting the 2022 Black Celebratory Leaders in the Best, I present to you the Staff Cornerstone. Congratulations, Ms. Erica Sanders. Ms. Dominique Weston. Thank you for being a critical force in Wolverine Pathways evolution through its inceptions. Your commitment over the last 6 years to support underrepresented middle and high school students in exploring their interests and creating a path to college and their future careers has not gone unnoticed. Today, the class of 2022 present the first cohort of Wolverine Pathway Scholars, and you are certainly one of the reasons for this monumental accomplishment. For rising above the call of duty to give students to support the needed for holistic success at the University of Michigan and beyond. I am greatly honored to present to you 2022 Staff Cornerstone Award. Congratulations, Ms. Weston.
That's right. So I want to thank Jamelia and Emanuela for those wonderful presentations. So please join me in another round of applause congratulating our recipients of 2022 Black Celebratory Cornerstone Awards. Now I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker, Dr. Todd V. Esther. Now, if you want a regular introduction, you can find it in the program. I'm about to go off script now, so here we go. So, I have known Todd for I don't know how many years. And Todd is the Assistant Dean for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, as well as a clinical assistant professor in the Department of Cardiology, Restorative Material Sciences, and Endodontics at the University of Michigan School of Dentistry. And Todd, from the first time that I met him, clearly embodied everything that you would hope a committed, dedicated minister son would be. He is someone who cares deeply about doing the right thing. And more importantly, doing the right thing for other people. I've had the great privilege of being Vice Provost for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for 8 years. And in that position, I've had many opportunities to address many audiences, many groups, to talk about the work that we're trying to do here at the University of Michigan. And every single space that I've ever been in where Todd has been there, he has brought a spirit of hope, a spirit of commitment, a spirit of dedication that makes me know, not feel, but know that we will continue to do better. He is a guiding light in our diversity, equity, and inclusion community. He's a friend to just about everybody on this stage behind us who knows him. I hear he's a good dentist, but he's not let me get a break on some dental work, but we'll work on that at the end of this. And despite all of that, he's a Morehouse graduate. As a Howard graduate, I really don't understand how all that comes in a Morehouse package. But finally, one thing that I think is really important to understand that Todd talks about, at first, Todd has credos. And credos come from the Latin strongly held beliefs, where we get credit from. But he has two of them. One is that service is the price that we pay for living on God's magnificent earth. And two, with God, I can do all things. Anyone who knows Todd knows that those credos are exact descriptions of the way in which he lives his life and the way in which he interacts with others. So it is my great honor and my great privilege to welcome to the podium our keynote speaker, Dr. Todd V. Esther.
No vision and you perish. No dream and you are lost. Your heart must ever cherish some faith at any cost. Some hope, some dream to cling to, some rainbow in the sky, some melody to sing to, some service that is high. Class of 2022, good evening. And happy Black celebratory graduation. It is my distinct honor to stand before you today and celebrate you, your families and loved ones in this audience and in this awesome occasion. To both Provost Collins and CDO Robert Sellers, thank you for that beautiful introduction, my brother. And I must take the opportunity to thank you for the support and transformative work of diversity, equity, and inclusion on the campus of the University of Michigan. Can we thank CDO Sellers? It has been the efforts of DEI that has helped us navigate the challenges of the twin pandemics, COVID-19 and the racial equity movement spawned by the Black Lives Matter movement, and the injustices that continue to be levied against minoritized bodies. But today we get to shift the narrative, as my sister said, and celebrate Black educational excellence. Are you listening to social media, news networks, and the world? This is what Black excellence looks like. And we need to start making that go viral. Good evening to the director of WAMI, Ms. Gloria Taylor, assistant director, Gregory Thomas, and your entire team who works tirelessly behind the scenes to provide this celebration to esteemed friends, colleagues, and platform guests. It is my honor to salute you all. Class of 2022, you are the reason for the celebration, and it gives me great pleasure to participate in and celebrate you upon receiving your degrees. Whether you are graduating with your bachelor's, your master's, your doctorate, or professional degree, we are here to celebrate you and your ability to rise and to the challenges that you have faced on the road to your bright future. Having received my professional dental degree and specialty degrees from the University of Michigan, I can attest to you all that your accomplishment will change your life and the lives of your family and generations who are yet to be born. You can't even imagine how that will change your families. It is an honor to celebrate you here at the Power Center on the campus of one of the top public universities in the entire world. In the entire world. So, I will be brief, but I'm going to start with God's minute. I only have a minute, only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. Did not seek it, did not choose it, but it is up to me to use it. I must suffer if I lose it, give account if I abuse it. Just a tiny little minute, but eternity lies in it. And this evening, I have come by here to tell you to continue to rise and to sing your song. Class of 2022, you have a song. I have a song. We all have a song. The God of our fathers and mothers who created the universe, the sea, the wind, the stars, and hung the sun and the moon, God who fashioned men and women from a scoop of clay and molded them out of her own image. God who blew breath into this creation and made us living creatures. In each and every one of us, he gave a purpose and a plan. In each and every one of us, he gave a song. Well, some of you may say, Dr. Esther, I can't sing, so how can I carry this tune? Well, my friends, that is not the type of song that I'm referring to. In this text, I'm using the word song as a metaphor for your purpose, your calling, your mission, your educational goals, your testimony, your dream, your song. Who are you? Why are you here? And what were you placed on this earth to achieve? For this is the ultimate purpose, and it is never too early to consider the question. So the first point I would like to make on this topic, rise and sing your song, is you can do all things, class of 2022. You can do all things. These are the words that were written by the class of 2022, and I quote, "As members of the graduating class of 2022, we faced extreme changes and losses of opportunities early in our academic careers. But even as the world shut down and tensions rose, we marched on. Despite the constant changes in power, laws, and protocols, we recovered tenaciously. As a class, resiliency and ingenuity were the pillars on which we stood to achieve success in our education throughout the pain and sorrow. We have been a class that reflects the ability to rise. This is our legacy. So we stand on the shoulders of our ancestors who have come before us, and it is their strength and tenacity that gives us the power to stand. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, we have already come. Your words, class of 2022, resonate so deeply with me as one who entered Morehouse as a first-generation college student from Detroit, Michigan. And I'm sure I got a few more first-generation folks from Detroit, Michigan. How many graduates in the room are first-generation college graduates? Just raise your hand. Let us see you. Let us see you. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, you have come. But I liken my experience to being a first-generation college graduate like to the lyrics, started from the bottom, now I'm here. Started from the bottom, now you're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here, and can't nobody stop us. See, too often in our lives, we do not live up to our true calling. We do not sing our song because of the pressures and woes of this life. We let our environment or our circumstances dictate who we are. But as young adults, you cannot be afraid to sing your song and be self-determined. When I reflect on my years since dental school, it was when I listened to the voice inside of me that kept me focused and helped me stay on track and out of danger. But whenever I gave in to the voices around me, the influences, and those who had their perceptions of what I should be, that's when I found myself in peril. What will you do with your degree? What are your goals for your family, for your community, for your church? See, a well-rounded person has balance in every aspect of their life, physical, mental, and spiritual. What will you do with your degree, class of 2022? See, Langston Hughes wrote in his poem, Harlem, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun or fester like a sore, then run? Does it stink like rotten meat or crust and sugar over like a syrupy sweet? Maybe it sags like a heavy, heavy load. Or does it explode? I contend that it does indeed explode. It does fester in our lives and prevents us from reaching true happiness and fulfillment when you do not live up to your dream, your purpose, your true calling. See, African Americans make up only 12.1% of the U.S. population, but we comprise over 50% of U.S. prison inmates. African Americans make up only 12.1% of the U.S. population, but we are overrepresented in annual new HIV and AIDS cases. Are we truly free? I contend, my brothers and sisters, that yes, our ancestors and foreparents have made tremendous strides, but there is yet much work to do. How will you answer and end this period of the Great Resignation? How will you deal with the social and political issues of the day class of 2022? For a great writer wrote, "We know more about science than ever before, more physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology than any previous age. We know more philosophy, literature, and religion, yet we are nearer destruction today than at any previous age." Young people, what is your song? Are you singing it so that people can hear you? Well, I've got a song, and can't nobody sing it but me because God gave it to me, and it's mine to fulfill. When I look at the example of my parents, Willie and Beatrice Esther, yes, say their names, who had a vision for their children that they would have a loving home and family where God was glorified and hard work was expected. They took their dream of attaining a formal college education and gave it to their children. See, what my bio could never tell you and convey is that when I received my college education, it was the fulfillment of my mother's, father's, and all of my ancestors' prayers. What it does not convey is that the pride and joy exhibited by my family on the day of my graduation is what motivates me to help as many young people as I can reach their educational goals. And I am honored to serve in the dental education and leadership field at the #1 dental school in the world, the University of Michigan School of Dentistry. For whom much is given, young people, much is required. I'm a living example of what can result out of a loving home with educated, caring, God-loving parents and guardians and supporters. Because although my parents did not receive a formal college education, they are some of the most educated people I will ever know. I am only one example of what the Detroit public school system can produce. Only one example, only one. And it is my hope that what you, the class of 2022, will produce will blow our minds. My second point I would like to emphasize for you this evening is all things are working together for your good. All things are working together for your good. I am one of the most fortunate people on earth because I have the opportunity to work with our most precious commodity, youth, and tell them that they can be whatever they aspire to be. I have the opportunity to tell them over and over that all things are possible. See, it was Benjamin Elijah Mays who said it best when he stated, "It must be borne in mind that the tragedy of life is not reaching one's goal, but having no goal to reach. It is not a calamity to die with dreams unfulfilled, but it is a calamity not to dream. It is not a disaster to be unable to capture your ideal, but it is a disaster to have no ideals to capture. It is not a disgrace to be unable to reach the stars, but it is a disgrace to have no stars to reach for. Not failure, but low aim is sin. It is not your environment. It is not the quality of your souls. It is the quality of your souls. And it's the integrity of your minds that will determine your life wheels and your outcomes, and will decide your future and shape the entirety of your life. What I am saying to you today, graduates, is that in this room, we could have the future president of the United States. In this very room, we could have the future provost of the University of Michigan, the next black male or female Supreme Court justices, future resources and researchers who will help cure COVID-19. We could have the future scientists who will discover the cure for AIDS, HIV, and cancer. We could have future fully tenured faculty, and Lord knows we need you. We could have future physicians, healthcare workers, engineers, P through 12 educators. We salute our 2 teachers. And yes, public health dentists. See, all of these goals are possible, but you have to be willing to work for it, to study, to stay out of situations that will only harm you. And brothers and sisters, you gotta be steadfast. To reach your ultimate goal, your dream, your song, you have to believe that it is yours, and unless you fulfill your mission, the world will not be able to exist. Yes, it is just that serious. You must believe that the world needs you, my friends, because we do. Our communities, they need you. We need you to be sober, educated, and committed. When I graduated with my bachelor's degree, I didn't know that I would fulfill my dream of helping my parents buy a new home. I didn't know that I would be a caregiver for my family, even at my parents' side as they drew their last breath. I didn't know I would direct summer programs that would help hundreds of young people get to their dream of becoming a dentist. I didn't know that in that time when I graduated from school, that I will be standing here giving you this address. But the obvious point of this time for you is that your dreams are real and they are possible. I didn't know that I would find my only sister, who at the age of 57 years old, passed away in her home. But this was my destiny. Graduates, know that all things are working for your good. And although things may look dark at times, because we've been through some very dark times, just know the brightest hour is just before the day. Remember when you thought in 2020, graduates, and COVID-19 shifted our world? Remember how you worried, will I ever complete my degree? And now you sit here today celebrating your achievement through some of the most perilous times of our age. Always remember, you can do all things, and all things are working together for your good. My third and final point in singing your song as you rise, I want to leave you with this quote from one of my favorite movies. Some of you may have seen it, Coach Carter. Seen that one? My sister quoted a part of my quote. I thought she was going to do the whole thing early. And Coach Carter is a true life story about Coach Ken Carter, played by my Morehouse brother, Samuel Jackson. I just threw that in there. Coach Ken Carter received both high praise and staunch criticism when he made national news for a gymnasium lockout of the entire undefeated basketball team for poor academic performance. Coach Carter refused to allow his team to play basketball, as you may remember, because their grades needed to be brought up to passing. See, Coach Ken Carter had a vision for these young men that they could not even see, that there were no limitations on them if they dared to dream and then work hard academically to succeed. Coach Ken Carter embodied what it means to shine, because his example transformed the lives of his basketball players and their families in the midst of a very tough criticism during the time. Well, after much protest, the players finally get the message that Coach Carter is imparting, and one of the players delivers this moving poem entitled Our Deepest Fear by Marianne Williamson. This poem is also shared in Aquila and the Bee, for those who know that movie. And it was also quoted numerous times by President Nelson Mandela. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within each and every one of us. And it is not in just some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. My dear graduates of the class of 2022, my fellow alumni of the University of Michigan, who all bleed maize and blue and live out DEI and justice. In closing, please don't ever stop rising and singing your song. Along your journey, seek your God purpose. Don't be afraid to shine. Know you can do all things, and don't forget that all things are working together for your good. And just know, by all means, that you have a song to sing. And the world will be a better place if you would only sing it. Thank you.
I told y'all we were going to church. Again, thank you so much, Brother Esther, for that wonderful, wonderful message of knowledge, hope, inspiration, and direction for the future. Next, we will present the Moody Montz Lifetime Achievement Awards to this year's worthy recipients. The Black Celebratory inaugurated the Charles Moody and Lester Montz Lifetime Achievement Award in 2019 to honor outstanding retired or retiring faculty and staff who throughout their careers at U of M have made a positive difference in the lives of Black students. This award is named in honor of Dr. Charles Moody, who served as the first Vice Provost for Minority Affairs from 1987 to 1993, and to Dr. Lester Montz, Executive Vice Provost for Academic Affairs from 1994 to 2014. Both Dr. Moody and Dr. Montz have had tremendous positive impact on the University of Michigan and higher education in general. They both dedicated their careers to making lasting structural and institutional changes at the University of Michigan that have provided new opportunities for all students, faculty, and staff to not only survive, but to thrive here in this community. Doctors Moody and Montz are responsible for many of the policies, procedures, and programs that helped many of our graduating students get to this moment tonight. They also are responsible for many of the policies, procedures, and programs that allowed many of the faculty, staff, and administrators on the stage who are here to support you be here at U of M. Through their sheer determination, will, commitment, and compassion, Drs. Moody's and Montz made the University of Michigan a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive community long before folks knew what DEI was. Unfortunately, we lost Chuck Moody in 2019, but we are fortunate to have Dr. Lester Mons here with us this evening. Dr. Mons? I'd like to invite Lester to please join us up here on the stage to help present our awards to our most deserving recipients of the Charles Moody Lester Mons Lifetime Achievement Award. So this year, Moody Mons Award recognizes 4 giants that have impacted student success. So will Vicki Krupper, Dwight Fontenot, Jeffrey Harold, and Wendy Woods please come forward? Consistent with the role model that Drs. Mons and Moody presented, each of this year's recipients have devoted their long careers to improving the educational experiences of Black students at U of M. First, Vicki Krupper. Vicki began her career at the University of Michigan in 1991, leading the Special Programs and Service Outreach Unit in the Office of Financial Aid. In this role, she focused on assisting traditionally underserved students to understand and access available financial aid resources and efficient ways to help utilize those resources. As she rose through administration, Vicki continued to be a major advocate for expanding financial resources for underrepresented and low-income students. Vicki's contribution to improving financial aid best practices has helped to make one of the very best universities in the world also one of the most affordable. For your lifetime commitment to provide financial support that allows students to reach their undergraduate goals, we present you, Vicki Krupper, the 2022 Moody Mons Lifetime Achievement Award. Next, Dwight Fontenot. For the past 29 years, Dr. Dwight Fontenot has been the Associate Director of the Comprehensive Studies Program, or CSP. In this role, he's provided oversight of CSP's academic and student success offerings. Since joining the leadership of CSP in 1993, the program's population has tripled to serve more than 3,000 undergraduate students annually. Many of the members of this Black Celebratory class has benefited from their enrollment in the CSP Summer Bridge program. Those of you who are in the program will remember Dwight's message, which is always, "You will be busy." This message has helped to serve as a motivator to incoming CSP students and contributing to an 87% graduation rate. For your contributions to the success of the University of Michigan's graduates, we present to you, Dr. Dwight Fontenot, the 2022 Moody Mons Lifetime Achievement Award. Next, Jeffrey Harold. During his long career of service at U of M, Jeffrey Harold has held several titles, including Coordinator for Academic Standards and Special Population, and as a member of the Academic Standards Board in the College of Literature, Science, and Arts, LS&A. Jeff leveraged these positions to advocate for greater support for students who at times felt academically marginalized. He often intervened on behalf of both individual students in need, as well as worked to develop more effective and compassionate policies and practices for all students. Some of these interventions helped to shape the success of, again, many of you graduates here tonight. For a lifetime career dedicated to providing pathways to college degrees through support and advocacy, we present to you Jeffrey Harold, the 2022 Moody Monts Lifetime Achievement Award. Beautiful. And last but definitely not least, Wendy Woods. In her role as Associate Director of the Michigan Community Scholars Program, Wendy Woods has for the past several decades laid the foundation for students to build communities through residential experiences and education that focused on social justice, community service, diversity, and civic engagement. Because of Wendy's outstanding leadership, again, many of our graduates this evening from the MCSP program and beyond have had the opportunity to build collaborative partnerships between students, faculty, and staff. Her efforts to restructure curriculum and address structural barriers to educational excellence have resulted in a shared learning environment facilitated by shared interest. For a lifetime career supporting student success, we present to you Wendy Woods, the 2022 Moody Monts Lifetime Achievement Award. These individuals, however, will be retiring from the university by the end of the spring. Yes, But their commitment to rise above their assigned roles and responsibilities, to increase access to higher education, and push for academic excellence for all students, but particularly African American students, make them more than deserving to be recipients of the 2022 Black Celebratory Moody Monts Award. Please, let's give them one round of applause. So now, we're at the moment that you have all been waiting for. We will now start introducing the 2022 Black Celebratory Class of 2022. So I now would like to welcome to the stage Nicole Banks, who is Assistant Dean of Students, Dean of Student Office, Dwight Fontenot, Associate Director for the Comprehensive Studies Program, and Deborah Willis, Assistant Vice Provost in Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion in the Provost's Office. They will be reading off, they will have the honor of presenting our esteemed graduates. As these individuals come forth, I will also invite members of the platform to join me in congratulating our graduates for their achievements. Someone jumped the gun already. So, get your cameras out. Again, we're talking church, we're talking party, but I have a feeling this also might be a step show. All right.
Keely Cruz. Lauren Folks. Keith Hudson, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Health, and Sociology. Celine Welch, Biology, Health, and Sociology degree, Bachelor of Science. Michaela Minnis, Bachelor of Arts in Public Policy. Sowit Yohannes, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Health and Society, and African American Studies. Bolaji Gaba, Bachelor of Business Administration. Justin McCree, Bachelor of Business Administration. Patrick Okimi, Bachelor of Science, Engineering, and Mechanical Engineering. Rashid Saeed, Bachelor of Science, Biopsychology, Cognition, and Neuroscience. Joshua Molossian, Bachelor of Information Science, focus on user experience design, minor in digital studies. Kenneth Washburn, Bachelor of Business Administration. Maddie Grace Levy, Bachelor of Music, Oboe Performance. Dejanay Benton, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Destiny Stewart, Bachelor of Arts. Diamond Parker, General Studies, Bachelor of Science, General Studies, and a minor in Community Action and Social Change. Keith Johnson, Bachelor of Business Administration. Aaron Brazil, Bachelor of Science in Movement Science. Asia White, Bachelor of Science, Public Health Sciences. Ryan Estman, Bachelor of Business Administration, minor in Spanish. Tyrese Grice Jr., Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Electrical Engineering. Imani Michunu Grosvenor, Master of Music, Voice Performance. Timberly Whitehouse, Masters in Public Health, Behavior, and Health Education. Jamila Willis, General Studies, Bachelor of Science, with a focus in African American Studies. Michelle Easley, Bachelor of Arts, Afro-American Studies. Mariah Stevens, Bachelor of Fine Arts in Dance with a minor in Entrepreneurship. Chloe Lauren Allen, Bachelor of Science in Movement Science. Rico Ozuna Harrison, Bachelor of Arts, English and Literature. Carla Bell, Bachelor of Business Administration. Micaiah Webb, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology major, minor in Community Action and Social Change. Tiana Covington, Bachelor of Arts, Women and Gender Studies. Sharmala Littleton, Bachelor of Science, Engineering, Mechanical Engineering. Tamara Carter, Bachelor of Science, Engineering, Industrial Operations Engineering. Lauren Stansfield, Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Computer Science, minor in Space and Climate Engineering. Amina Troop, Bachelor of Science, Biopsychology, Cognition, and Neuroscience, minor in Philosophy. Valerie Truick, Bachelor of Science, Biopsychology, Cognition, and Neuroscience, minor in Sociology of Health and Medicine. Michaela Glenn, Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Mechanical Engineering. Miranda Goodson, Bachelor of Science, Biopsychology, Cognition, and Neuroscience on the pre-med track. Rabia Odumosu, Bachelor of Engineering, Biomedical Engineering, minor in Materials and Science Engineering. Micaiah McGowan, Bachelor of Arts, Gender and Health. Calvina King, Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Kajira Jones, Bachelor of Science, School of Public Health. Honor Washington, Bachelor of Science in Architecture. Janae Wiseman, Bachelor of Science, Biopsychology, Cognition, and Neuroscience. Kennedy Davis, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Health, and Society. Ariana McClellan, Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Deanna Myrie, Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Alyssa Merritt, Bachelor of Arts, Psychology. Sydney Williams, Bachelor's of Business Administration. Kayla Thomas, Bachelor of Arts, Community and Global Public Health. Angel Maddox, Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. William Spriggans, Bachelor of Science, Engineering, Naval Architecture, and Marine Engineering. John Morrison IV, Bachelor of Arts, Afro-American and African Studies. He gave me his phone. Zachary Winfrey, Bachelor of Arts, Economics. Tanae Bennett, Bachelor of Arts, Sociology and Social Work. Is she waiting for you? Darlena York, Bachelor of Arts, Political Science and African American and African Studies. Africana. Naya Daniel, Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering. You all are precious. Chauncey Thompson, Bachelor of Science, Mathematical and Sciences. Cameron Leroy Johnson, Bachelor of Business Administration, Bachelor of Musical Arts, Multidisciplinary Studies in Jazz and Piano. Nicholas Omar Wright, Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Industrial and Operations Engineering. Leo J. Cromarty, Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene. Demarion White, Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Industrial and Operations Engineering.
Leah Holland, Communication Media Studies, Bachelor of Arts. Jasmine Glover, Bachelor of Science Engineering, Industrial Operations Engineering. Shamala Kozi? Samala Kozi, Bachelor of Business Administration. Samala. Maylin King, School of Nursing, Bachelor of Science. Haley Gilly, Bachelor of Business Administration. Hi. I can't see. Nadia Davis, BA in Organizational Studies, Bachelor of Arts. Kenechukwu Onodiwe, Bachelor of Science Kinesiology. Can I sit down? I'm sorry. Logan Smith, Bachelor of Arts, Cognitive Science and Psychology. Catherine Ellison, Bachelor of Arts, Philosophy, Politics, and Economics. Danae Williams, Bachelor of Science, Biology, Health, and Society. Solomon Lucy, Bachelor of Arts, Communication and Movement Studies. Alexis Lasha, Bachelor of Science, Psychology. Katrina Lewis, Bachelor of Arts, African and African American Studies. Denisha Johnson, Bachelor of Arts, Communication and Media Studies. Lauren Thomas, Bachelor of Business Administration. Monique Wheeler, Bachelor of Arts, English. Elizabeth Cleo Sidney Davis, Bachelor of Science, Biomolecular Sciences. Gabrielle Lincoln, a Bachelor of Science, Cognition. Shannon Harper, a Bachelor of Arts, Theater. Caitlin Plummer, Bachelor of Arts, Glow, Gender and Health. Okay. Rochelle Sims, a poli-sci, Bachelor of Arts. Ariel McIntyre, Bachelor of Science, Cognition, Science and Linguistics. Sophia Raines, Bachelor of Arts, Media, Film, Television and Media Studies. Elizabeth Mota, Bachelor of Science, Computer Science. Janae Jones, a Bachelor of Arts, Sociology, Health and Medicine. Jasmine Williams, Bachelor of Arts, Social Theory and Practice. Sydney Jones, Bachelor of Engineering, Biomedical Engineering.
Ali? Okay. Right. You got it. Ali Robinson, Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Angel Monet Campbell, Bachelor of Arts in Women's Science. Erin Maria Ospina, molecular, cellular, and developmental biology. Destiny Hayden, biopsychology, cognition, and neuroscience. Here, I'm gonna let you say.
Oluwa Damilola.
Cognitive science with a focus in computation and cognition. Chelsea Parker, Masters of Social Work. India Lynette Woods, Masters in Sports Management. Diamond Blue Cannon, Masters of Science in Cancer Chemical Biology. Jordan Dotson, Masters of Information Science with a focus on human-computer interaction. Simon Rivers, Masters of Urban and Regional Planning. Jessica McCain, Masters of Social Work. Okay, take your time, baby, take your time. Malaysia Johnson, Masters of Social Work. Mariah Benford, Masters of Social Work, double major in Policy and Political Social Work. Okay, can you say it?
Aristakos Abidemi Awele.
MBA. Justin Rufin Blanchett, MBA, Ross, Masters in Business Administration. Shakodia Atike, Masters in Business Administration. Brandon Bond, MPH in Health Behavior, Health Education, MSW in Global Social Work Practice. Janice Brooke Williams, Master of Arts in Education, Leadership, and Policy. Morgan Hall, Global Health, Epidemiology, and Occupational Environmental Epidemiology, Masters of Public Health. Sydney Wack, Masters of Public Health, Occupational Environmental Epidemiology.
Now, at this time, we'll be congratulating our graduating doctoral students. Would Provost Collins, Vice President Harmon, Dr. Esther, Dr. Montz, please step forward to assist me with the hooding of our graduate students, and those who are their, if they're faculty doctorate chairs here, will also do that, but otherwise, we have these wonderful folks too.
India Moore Petanek, PhD, Health Science Organization and Policy. Tony Larkin, PhD, Neuroscience. Christine Lynette Quince, three-time Michigan grad, Bachelor of Arts in Elementary Education, Masters of Arts in Teaching and Learning, PhD in Educational Studies. Is that it?
I told you. So, please join me in congratulating our 2022 doctoral graduates. These three individuals have completed the highest level of formal education possible. There ain't no more school, and if your folks are like my folks, they're like, now y'all can finally go get a job. Would all the graduates please stand? Let's salute them. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, everyone. We're getting close to that moment. I want to thank you all for being here. We still have a little bit of ways to go, but we're almost there. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome to the stage in a moment welcome to the stage Aylin Boyles-Dukes, who is the chair of the University of Michigan Black Alumni Association, UMBA, to welcome our newest graduates into the family of University of Michigan alum. Following Aylin Boyles-Dukes' comments, we will have closing remarks from first Provost Collins and then final remarks from Chloe Allen, a member of our Black Celebratory Planning Committee. So without any further ado, Aylin Boyles-Dukes, please join us to the stage.
Good evening. I know you're not tired after seeing all that Black excellence. Good evening. I am so excited to be before you this evening. I am a 1990 graduate from LS&A with 3 undergrad degrees, as well as came back to the Institute of Public Policy, but I'm a product of the CSP program. With that said, I am the current chair of the University of Michigan Black Alumni Association, so welcome to the family. It's unfortunate, however, in 2022 that you all will probably be and ascend to a place of first. Having been a first African-American female to serve as the City Council President of Lansing City Council and then the Mayor of Lansing, it's not about getting to the first. It's about making sure somebody else does too. With that, go as you start your journey as a prestigious alum of the University of Michigan. Be sure to lay pathways that are concrete and are firm for others to follow. It's not about being the only one or the first. It's about how many more can follow you along your pathway. With that said, we invite you to visit our website and join us this fall for Homecoming 2022. We will be doing it big style back at the golf course, both on the field and in the building. So we will look forward to having you there. But don't just look forward to homecoming. Also look forward to utilizing your new membership that you get for a year in the Alumni Association, and also for opportunities to join the University of Michigan Black Alumni Association. Please know that I wish you an amazing, amazing future. And above all, go blue. Before I leave the podium, however, I will ask that Provost Susan Collins and Vice President Martino Harmon would join me at the podium to present a special recognition. Thank you.
Good evening. How wonderful to be here and to see all of the excellence and success in front of me and in front of all of us. Congratulations. And Aylin, thank you very much to you as well. What a wonderful celebration. The energy is fabulous, and on such a special, joyous day, commencement is an ending in some ways, but it's much more a beginning, as we all know. A time to share with friends and family, to celebrate major milestones, and it is a milestone. It's so important to celebrate those milestones as we look ahead and feel all that has been accomplished, that you have accomplished. And so I'm so proud to congratulate each and every one of you, graduates, graduate excellence of the University of Michigan. I want to also note just the RISE theme tonight. It enumerates the keys of your many accomplishments, and it gives such recognition to the strength, the individuality, and collectively the impact that you have shown and will continue to show as you support one another and all of us in really having an impact and making a difference in this world and this society. This is the 29th Black Celebratory. Those who began this clearly understood the importance of celebrating the diversity of cultures at the University of Michigan. They also understood the commonalities as well as the differences across our many cultural groups on this campus, and the essential ways that they contribute to the tapestry that's so rich on the University of Michigan. We don't know whether back in 1993, the students, the faculty, and the staff who launched the event realized how valuable what they were creating was. And that's actually a model, that creating something that's lasting, that grows, and recognizes the challenge, but also the contributions and the impact. As you may know, there has been a widespread adoption of this practice on so many campuses, and there's a lot of the roots of that really come from this university. And so as you get ready to leave Ann Arbor and take the next steps in your lives, know that this community will continue to be with you and is so grateful in so many ways for your contributions and all of the things that you will bring and contribute going forward. Tonight, we also want to express our deep appreciation for Dr. Robert Sellers. Who has so generously shared his many, 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 many gifts with us. This summer, he will step down as the Chief Diversity Officer and Vice Provost for Equity and Inclusion and return to his faculty role in psychology. We have benefited so tremendously from his leadership. We are grateful for his cleared-eyed view of challenges, his thoughtful leadership as we work to address those challenges, and his ability always to keep his eyes on the prize. So, Dr. Sellers, would you please step forward? So, on behalf of the students who have participated in the Black Celebratory over the past 28 years, and in recognition of your stellar service as master of ceremonies over many years, With the gratitude and very best wishes of the class of 2020, and with my own deep appreciation for your humble heart, your optimistic spirit, and your many accomplishments, we're honored to present you with this token of appreciation for your contributions to the community and your celebration of the excellence that we see before us and that we know continues.
I'm shocked and deeply, deeply touched. This is the 8 years that I've had in the vice provost position have been some of the most wonderful years I've ever had, and that has a lot to do with looking out and seeing you and knowing what you will become. And knowing that you're all part of a long line that goes back long before you can imagine. So when we had earlier the Montz Moody lecture, Chuck Moody was one of the reasons why I was able to make it through here as a doctoral student 80 years before, 1980. I'm not that old, though it does. But just thank you. Celebrate, enjoy, just be safe tonight, though. Thank you.
Provost Collins, don't go far, because guess who's next? As we relish in the season of celebrations of success, lasting impact, and transition, we recognize the totality of the commitment and work that goes into producing such outcomes as the one that we witness and celebrate this evening. The role of the provost is the soul of the foundation of an educational institution. In addition, the chief academic officer serves as a primary financial chief of academics, overseeing policies and decisions that guide the health and well-being of an academic institution. The impact of your role as provost has been an anchor for the academic community and the educational experiences that we honor during the conferment of degrees from the most highly ranked universities in the world. Congratulations, as you too will be closing one chapter and beginning a new one as you transition from the University of Michigan to your role as president and CEO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. I'm going to say that again in case you didn't hear that. Your new role as president and CEO of the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. That is incredible. So I say to my friend, my dear friend, on behalf of the campus community and the students, faculty, and staff gathered here this evening, I would like to present to you this token of appreciation to acknowledge the talent, commitment, and guidance that you have dedicated to ensuring that academic priorities of this institution are supported in ways that allow us to proudly stand as victors, leaders, and best.
Thank you. You are all fabulous, and I have such joy in seeing what you are going to accomplish and all of the ways that we're going to continue to celebrate each of you. So thank you.
So please join me in acknowledging and applauding two outstanding University of Michigan administrators and wishing them well in their future endeavors. And now Chloe will make closing remarks.
Let's give a great round of applause for the Master of Ceremony for the evening, Dr. Rob Sellers. In closing, I would like to thank our families, administrators, faculty, staff, and extended community for making this day possible. I would also like to extend a great appreciation to the Black Celebratory Planning Committee and our committed advisor, Gregory Thomas, for their time and energy to coordinate this event. As I look around at my classmates, I realize how much I appreciate you all. Many of us have relied on each other to make it to our graduation day. We supported each other during tough times. We used each other's examples to fuel us towards getting better grades. When someone was in danger of not graduating, we pulled together to get everyone to the finish line. Yes, we indeed owe a lot to the others for their support, but we should also be sure to appreciate ourselves. Now, as we leave behind our roles as Black undergraduate and graduate students, let us begin to rise as Black educators, Black social workers, Black engineers, Black health practitioners, Black lawyers, Black performing artists, Black policymakers, and informed and caring Black citizens. For we will rise in our mission to serve, to lead, and to elevate all Black people across the nation and the world. Once again, we thank everyone for your presence here tonight and for everyone viewing via live stream. As we all stand to depart from the building, we ask that the audience please remain standing in place to allow marshals to lead all graduates to the exit of the auditorium. Have a great evening, everybody, and forever go blue.